Hey everyone, and welcome to our quick guide on one of Vistalyn's most powerful features, catalogs. If you've been looking for a way to really bring some order and clarity to your enterprise architecture, well, you've definitely come to the right place. Let's dive right in.
So, does this look familiar? That kind of tangled web of applications, databases, and servers? If your whole enterprise architecture setup feels scattered and just, hard to get a handle on, you are definitely not alone. And that's exactly the problem Vistalyn catalogs were built to solve. They bring some serious order to all that chaos.
Okay, so what are these catalogs really? The best way to think about them is as the fundamental building blocks for your entire enterprise architecture. They give you a perfect solid structure for all your data, which makes everything way easier to find, to understand, and to manage. When you boil it down, a catalog is kind of like a super smart spreadsheet or a table. But, and this is the key difference, it's a structured container that's been custom built specifically for holding enterprise architecture information. Right about now, you're probably thinking, hey, can I just use a spreadsheet for this? And look, you could try, but Vistalyn catalogs are playing a whole different game. Because they're purpose-built, they maintain data integrity, and maybe most importantly, they actually understand the relationships between all your components in a way that a simple grid of cells just never, ever could. Now, here's something you gotta know. Not all catalogs are created equal. In Vistalyn, there are two distinct types that work together perfectly. You've got your entity catalogs and your relation catalogs. And here's a really simple way to think about it, okay? Entity catalogs are your nouns. They're the lists of things, your architectural components like your business applications or servers. Then you have relation catalogs, and those are your verbs. They define how those nouns connect to each other. For example, a relation catalog could map which applications are running on which servers. It literally tells the story of how your architecture actually works. All right, so you get the what and the why. Now let's get our hands dirty with the how. It's time to build your very first catalog from scratch. And trust me, creating a new catalog is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you're going to click Add New right there in the sidebar. Next, give it a really clear name and maybe a short description so you remember what it's for later. And finally, just hit Create. And boom, just like that, your new catalog pops up in the sidebar, all ready for you to use. So, you've made your first catalog. Awesome. Now let's talk about how you'll actually work with them in your day-to-day workflow. We'll start with the absolute basics, opening and closing them. Working with these is designed to be super quick and seamless. To open one up and see what's inside, you just click its name in the sidebar. That's it. When you're done, just click the little X on its tab to close it down and keep your workspace nice and tidy. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about something that needs a little more care. Deleting a catalog. This is a really powerful function, and listen up, it is a permanent action. So it is incredibly important that you understand the consequences before you click that button. So to delete a catalog, you'll find the option in the More Actions menu up in the toolbar. Once you select Delete, Vistalyn's going to pop up a confirmation dialog. I'm telling you, it is absolutely crucial that you pause right here and you carefully read this warning before you do anything else. And let me be perfectly crystal clear about this. Deletion is final. There is no recycle bin. There is no undo button. Once a catalog is gone, it is gone for good. And it's not just the data in that one catalog you lose. Vistalyn will also automatically delete any relation catalogs. Remember, those are the verbs that depended on it. This is like a cascading effect, and it's something you absolutely have to be aware of before you confirm. And just like that, you've got it. You've mastered the entire life cycle of a Vistalyn catalog. You now know how to confidently create them, manage them, and when it's absolutely necessary, how to safely delete them. You're officially ready to start structuring your architecture with total confidence. So, the only question left is this. With this powerful new tool at your fingertips, what part of your architecture are you going to bring to life first?